If you're over 60, each tablet you're taking, every supplement you add on your ordinary subjects, more than you believe you studied. What you swallow every morning may appear small, but interior your frame, it can be silently pushing your coronary heart towards danger. As a heart doctor, I've spent years treating older adults who got here into my medical institution, feeling exceptional, confident of their each-day nutrients, and walked out, shocked with the aid of what we located: increased blood stress, abnormal heart rhythms, clogged arteries, or worse, a heart on the verge of failure. The truth is, maximum seniors haven't any concept that a number of the very vitamins, marketed as coronary heart healthy, are quietly doing the other. It's not just about weight reduction plan or exercising. It's approximately the capsules we trust, the ones we take without a 2 days idea. In this video, I'm begging you to forestall taking these 5 precise dietary supplements. I'll provide an explanation for exactly how they have an effect on your getting old coronary heart and what you ought to be the usage of alternatively. Because sure, your heart can heal, however most effective in case you stop the damage in time. Let's begin with the maximum not noted risk of all. A diet most humans believe is shielding them, however it is no longer. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and activate the bell so that you in no way miss any other fitness tip made just for you. If you experience this video, type 1 inside the feedback. If not, kind 0, to permit me recognize how I can make better content for you. 1. Nutrition Hero. In high doses. For a long time, vitamin E has been seen as a kind of miracle antioxidant, a day-by-day protect against growing older, memory loss, or even heart ailment. It's determined in almost every senior fitness complement available on the market, and many older adults proudly take 400 to 800 IU an afternoon without hesitation. But here's the hidden reality that too few recognize. In high doses, Nutrition E doesn't defend your heart, it places it in risk. As a coronary heart doctor, I've seen it too often. Seniors who are doing everything proper, your exercise, consuming nicely, taking their vitamins, but still come to be in the ER with a weakened heartbeat or unexplained bleeding. One of the culprits, high-dose vitamin E. When taken in huge quantities, Nutrition E thins your blood. That may additionally sound useful at the start, until you recognize that for seniors whose blood vessels are more fragile, and who may additionally already be on aspirin, statins, or blood pressure medicinal drugs, this impact will become dangerous. Excess thinning raises the chance of internal bleeding, hemorrhagic stroke, and heart rhythm problems. What's worse is that the damage is frequently silent. There are not any early signs. By the time you feel something is inaccurate, the damage may also already be finished. Most seniors don't need high-dose diet E at all. In reality, getting it from food like a handful of almonds, a spoonful of sunflower seeds, or leafy veggies is more secure, greater effective, and better absorbed by means of the frame. If you do complement, do so underneath clinical supervision, and never exceed the advocated safe dose, generally below 200 IU in line with day. So earlier than you pop that subsequent pill questioning, it's helping your coronary heart, ask yourself, is that this actually what my coronary heart needs, or what advertising has made me accept as true with? And in case you assume that is the handiest unexpected hazard hiding to your remedy cabinet, wait till you pay attention what calcium might be doing in your arteries. If you are nonetheless looking and finding these insights beneficial, please comment number 1 below, to permit me recognize you are with me. Now, let's flow on to point quantity 2. 2. Calcium dietary supplements without diet K2. You've been advised for years that calcium is critical for robust bones, and that when 60, your bones emerge as fragile and brittle. So evidently, like tens of millions of older adults, you reach for calcium dietary supplements every day, believing they're assisting to save you fractures and maintain you upright and unbiased. But here's what no one told you. Without vitamin K2, that everyday calcium might be silently hardening your arteries instead of strengthening your bones. I've seen seniors with perfect bone scans, but clogged arteries, chest ache, and even heart attacks. Their mistake, they had been taking calcium in isolation. You see,
Calcium does not mechanically understand wherein to go in your body. Without steerage, it is able to settle inside the partitions of your arteries in preference to being absorbed into your bones. This ends in arterial calcification, a stiffening of your blood vessels that makes your coronary heart work tougher, raises your blood pressure, and will increase your chance of heart failure or stroke. Vitamin K2 is the key to solving this puzzle. It acts like a traffic officer, telling calcium wherein to move, directing it far from gentle tissues and towards your bones where it belongs. But most over-the-counter calcium dietary supplements do not encompass it. That's now not only a small oversight, it's a risky hole that too many seniors do not know about until it's too overdue. If you certainly need to guard your bones and your coronary heart, get your calcium from whole ingredients like leafy vegetables, yogurt, or sardines. And if you ought to take supplements, select one that combines calcium with K2 and magnesium. Always ask your doctor what's proper to your body. Because fitness isn't approximately piling on tablets, it's about stability. And in case you suppose calcium turned into unexpected, wait until you listen what excess iron will be doing inside your heart, even if you've by no means been identified with anemia. 3. Iron dietary supplements whilst you do not need them. Iron is one of these nutrients that sounds vital, and it is inside the proper amount. But for plenty seniors, taking iron while it is no longer needed is like pouring gas into an already complete tank. Sooner or later, it spills over and reasons damage. And in this case, the harm is for your coronary heart. I've met many nicely that means older adults who begin taking iron because they sense a touch worn out, or because they discovered it listed in a complete senior multivitamin. They assume it's innocent, just a little enhanced to fight fatigue. But right here's the reality. Your body has no herbal manner to remove excess iron. When you take extra than you need, it builds up, not simply on your liver, but additionally in your heart, your joints, and your brain. This condition, now and again referred to as iron overload, may go overlooked for years, but inside it's doing severe harm. A great deal iron creates oxidative strain, a kind of inner rust that weakens the heart muscle, disrupts its rhythm, and will increase the threat of heart failure. It can mimic fatigue, memory issues, and joint aches, symptoms many seniors chalk up to aging. But the basis purpose is probably hiding to your complement bottle. Before you ever take an iron tablet, ask yourself, has my health practitioner without a doubt tested my ferritin or iron stages? If the answer is not any, then pause. Never supplement iron based on guesswork. Many seniors do not need it in any respect, and in reality, it can be the only supplement slowly carrying down the very organ trying to maintain you alive. So at the same time as iron deficiency is real for a few, useless iron is some distance more risky than most humans realize, especially after age 60. Speaking of omitted risks, there's one nutrition that looks in almost each brain booster electricity pill. But in high doses, it is able to quietly damage your nerves and disrupt your coronary heart's natural rhythm. Let's communicate about B6. If you are nonetheless watching and finding those insights treasured, please remark number 1 below to allow me know you're right here.
Now, let's preserve going with point range. 4. Vitamin B6, in extra, over 100 ml. Vitamin B6 is regularly promoted as a feel-good nutrient. You'll find it in sleep aids, electricity boosters, reminiscence formulas, or even in many brain health supplements designed in particular for seniors. It's advertised as safe, natural, and critical. But what no one tells you is that an excessive amount of B6 can quietly harm your nerves, disturb your heart's rhythm, and go away you feeling worse, not better. Over the years, I've spoken with seniors who report these odd tingling of their hands or toes, unsteady balance, or coronary heart palpitations that come and move without clarification. They've been instructed it's simply a part of getting older, but often, the genuine purpose is something hiding in undeniable sight. High-dose B6 in their everyday dietary supplements. You see, unlike many nutrients that flush without difficulty from the frame, diet B6 can building up for your machine over the years. And once it reaches poisonous stages, it starts to evolve to damage the protecting sheath round your nerves, main to numbness, burning sensations, and muscle weak spot. What's even more concerning is that an excessive amount of B6 also can interfere with the electric signals that hold your heart beating easily, main to abnormal heart rhythms that increase your hazard of stroke or surprising cardiac arrest. The worst component, most human beings don't have any concept they may be overdosing. Many common supplements comprise 200–500% of the everyday endorsed intake, and when combined with electricity drinks, sleep aids, or fortified meals, the whole amount quickly provides up. The safe technique is simple. Stick with meals, sources like bananas, chickpeas, and fortified grains, and simplest take B6 supplements beneath scientific steerage. More isn't better, in particular, while your heart and frightened system are extra touchy with age. Now, if you suppose vitamins are the most effective hidden chance to your daily recurring, suppose again, because the largest danger may surely be hiding in the multivitamin, labeled heart healthy. Let's take a more in-depth appearance. 5 Coronary Heart Fitness, multivitamins, loaded with filler components. Walk into any pharmacy or grocery shop, and you may see cabinets packed with brightly colored containers, labeled Coronary Heart Aid, 50+ Essentials or Senior Energy. They promise safety, electricity, clarity, and peace of thoughts all in a handful of drugs. But in the back of the marketing, there's a fact most people don't know. Many of those so-called coronary heart health multivitamins are filled with useless and on occasion risky elements, which could surely do extra harm than suitable. As a heart doctor, I visible it manifest a ways too regularly. Seniors come in with unexplained signs: irregular heartbeat, excessive blood pressure, dizziness, liver strain. And when we dig deeper, the commonplace thread is a each-day multivitamin packed with mega doses, stimulants, or herbal blends now not supposed for aging our bodies. Some of these capsules comprise excess niacin, which can purpose liver stress, and surprising drops in blood stress. Others are loaded with caffeine-like herbs, inclusive of green tea extract or ginseng, that can spike heart charge and cause arrhythmias. Even vitamin A in massive amounts can emerge as poisonous over the years. And worst of all, these dangers are frequently hidden under vague labels like proprietary combination, so you in no way actually recognize what you're taking. The fact is, the older we get, the extra touchy our bodies come to be, in particular the heart. A compliment that might be harmless on your 30s can turn out to be risky for your 70s. That's why simplicity is frequently safer. Instead of taking a dozen capsules you do not absolutely understand, recognition on simply what you want and permit your medical doctor manual the rest. So before you agree with that fancy label or each day health percent, ask who's this actually assisting, me or the employer promoting it. But there may be one more factor we want to speak about, perhaps the maximum effective reality of all. Your coronary heart would not just rely upon capsules, it depends on how you live, breathe, and accept as true within your capability to trade. Let's convey the whole thing together. 6. What nutrition ought to I use as an alternative? After hearing all of the warnings, you is probably wondering, so what's left? What vitamins can I accept as true with? It's a very good query, and one I pay attention every day from patients who sense crushed via cabinets of bottles, internet commercials, and properly, which means advice. The truth is, your coronary heart doesn't need a cabinet full of drugs. It wishes only some carefully chosen doctor-guided vitamins, ones that aid your body gently and effectively as you age. So what ought to you truly recall? Vitamin D3 is one of the few supplements almost every senior needs, especially people who stay in colder climates or live interior. It allows alter blood strain, help your immune machine, and maintain your bones and heart robust. Magnesium is some other unsung hero, helping your coronary heart preserve a steady rhythm whilst easing muscle anxiety and improving sleep. And omega-3 fatty acids, preferably from fish oil or flaxseed, assist reduce inflammation and guide smoother blood flow through getting older arteries. But right here's what subjects extra than the label at the bottle: how those nutrients shape into your normal way of life. No supplement will ever update movement. A balanced food regimen, deep respiration, accurate sleep, and meaningful connection.
Vitamins ought to support your conduct, not make up for harmful ones. Less is often more. What you are taking matters, however the way you live matters more. Before adding any new complement, have a sincere communique, along with your doctor or pharmacist. Bring for your full list. Ask questions. Get curious. Because the extra informed you're, the better you may protect the heart that's carried you through an entire life of reports. Now if you've ever puzzled whether it is too past due to begin over, to rebuild a more fit dating with your heart, your conduct, and your future, let me go away you with one fact. I visible over and over in my practice. Your coronary heart still has time in case you pick to concentrate. If there's one factor I've found out, after many years of treating hearts, it's that the human heart is a long way greater forgiving than we suppose. Even after years of pressure, negative habits, or faulty picks, it wants to heal. It wants to hold beating robust, but handiest if you provide it the danger. You do not want to stay in worry. You don't need to throw away every bottle in your cabinet. You truly need to slow down, ask questions, and pick with purpose. Your coronary heart doesn't care approximately what the label on a supplement guarantees. It cares about what you consistently do. That method, nourishing your body with actual food, shifting each day, slumbering deeply, dealing with strain, and sure being sensible approximately what you install your body, although it is just a diet. If you feel overwhelmed, you are no longer alone. Every senior I've worked with has faced this moment, a turning point among addiction and healing. And what I can tell you with truth is that it's never too overdue. Not at 60, not at 70, not even at 90. Your subsequent chapter can be one among electricity, clarity, and renewed strength, if you concentrate for your body and begin making alternatives with care. So please let these days be the day you forestall, believing every tablet is secure just because it's bought over the counter. Start asking better questions. Start protective the only organ that has by no means stopped operating for you, your coronary heart. It's been with you your entire life. Now it is your turn to be there for it. These instructions are intended to inspire you to stay fully and authentically. Now I'd love to hear from you. Take a second to reflect and proportion one aspect you've got discovered and plan to use on your personal life. Let's help each other in this adventure closer to embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If no longer, sense free to comment with 0. Your comments matter plenty to us. Don't forget about to love percentage and subscribe to our YouTube channel for extra content material like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living lifestyles for your personal phrases.